nation, this next battle, to continue our historic night, is 3 5-minute rounds in the super welterweight division. Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner, this man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 12 wins and 3 losses. He stands 183 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 79.7 kilograms. Representing Finn Fighters Gym and fighting out of Finland, please welcome Olli, the amazing Santalahti! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, this man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 20 wins and 5 losses. He stands 182 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 79.45 kilograms. Representing Sanford MMA and Top Team Salzburg and fighting out of Austria, give it up for Ismail, the Austrian Wonder Boy, Naurdiev!
A fight of this magnitude calls for one of the best referees in the world right now, Mr. Decky Larkin. Tail of the tape, Olli Santalahti, the elder by 2 years. Everything else is virtually identical. Olli Santalahti leading the charge towards Ismail. Nice leg kick game being implemented here by Olli Santalahti. Zeroing in on that leg that Jarrah Al-Salawi. But oh, just one kick from Ismail elicits that kind of response. Olli trying to get into his realm here of the wrestling, of the grappling. Defended well by the 5-time Austrian wrestling champion. Olli using his kicks well, but eats, Ismail using his kicks well, but eats a big shot down the middle from Olli.
That was a big 2-3. Ismail does seem to have recovered already.
Seems the game plan of Olli is to attack that leg that was severely hurt by Jarrah Al-Salawi. Austrian Wonder Boy with a big smile on his face. I like that Olli Santalahti is not standing on ceremony or reputation here. He's taking the fight to the Austrian Wonder Boy. Oh, those kicks just come different from Ismail, don't they?
Brave Nation, it takes most fighters somewhere around a minute to get a sense of where the opponent is at, what their speed is at tonight, what are their reflexes like, how strong do they feel. At this point, Naurdiev has felt that, he's established that. I think he's going to start to turn it up.
That's the second field takedown attempt from Santalahti, 0-2 for his takedowns. Olli on a 2-fight win streak. Speaking to him this morning at breakfast, I asked him how he was feeling. He was like, I'm incredibly nervous, but I am leading up to every fight. But when that cage door closes, I feel a sense of serenity, a sense of peace, which is such an interesting dynamic.
Anybody who's not a little nervous before a fight doesn't know what's about to happen.
Naurdiev doing a good job of attacking the leg and the body. I'd like to see a little bit more head movement from Naurdiev. Oh, body head work from Naurdiev was beautiful.
Given the power these men possess, they are each taking a lot of shots.
Both these men have shown that they can go 3 rounds.
I don't believe they can go 3 rounds like this.
A big head kick. He rattled him there with that lead hook. Eyes momentarily shift back in the head of Santalahti, and that leg is being chewed up. Naurdiev, such an expert at levels in his MMA. Attacks the leg, attacks the head, attacks the body, constantly keeping his opponent guessing. Such a cultured striker. Oh, digs to the body.
Naurdiev believes he's got the information he needs. He's standing near center cage, going low, throwing straight shots high.
Olli Santalahti looking a little bit slower to the punch, just incrementally.
There was that body shot again.
That's wonderful work by Naurdiev, just digging that lead hook into the liver. Beautiful body shot.
Worked. Oh!
Crashing jab.
Big one.
But credit to Olli Santalahti, he's happy to stand and trade with the more decorated striker.
Philly's shots from Naurdiev are starting to land even harder.
Really attacking with that low calf kick. Question mark kick.
Santalahti powers back.
Kyrgyz is a fantastic first round of fighting. Oh, that leg can take a lot more of those kicks. Naurdiev looks like he's stalking now, but Santalahti fires right back. You may see Olli Santalahti switch. That was more of a forced panic shot from Santalahti.
30 seconds left. Phil, at this point, I think Naurdiev probably wants to just stand it back up.
Naurdiev does have 5 wins, or sorry, yes, 5 wins via submission on his ledger, so that he can get it done. 3 by way of rear naked choke, 1 by way of triangle, 1 by way of head arm. Nice little bit of diversity in his.
Did you hear that, Kiri? The fighters call the end of the round.
That was absolutely beautiful. Ismail said to Olli Santalahti, "You're tough, bro." Olli Santalahti tapped him and says, "You're tough too, bro." What an incredible moment here at Brave 54. I love these two guys exemplifying what Brave Combat Federation is all about. Nations collide, but they have the utmost respect for each other going into war. This is fantastic stuff, Kieran.
They absolutely do. Brave Nation, if you're involved in mixed martial arts professionally, you do sometimes have these exquisitely beautiful moments, but it's so hard to bring it to you. It happened to us right there in front of us, and it's an honor, Brave Nation, to be able to share what just happened with you. These are two deep friends. These are two brothers.
And we're just looking at some of the action here. Closing stances of the round, where Ismail Naurdiev ended up on top, landed some good shots. And we are ready to get going for the second round. Referee Deki the Band and Larkin clearing the cage.
Bill, Olli Santalahti needs to take less shots. He needs to check those kicks. He can't stalk forward the way he has been. If he stalks forward, Naurdiev clearly has a sense of his timing, and he's going to land more of those low shots. He's got to move in and out a little bit more and not stalk.
And how poetic would it be if Naurdiev were to win via TKO due to leg kicks, given what happened to him at Brave 50? Santalahti trying to get in on the takedown in that over-under position. Switched against the fence by Naurdiev. Needs to be wary of the guillotine attempt here. Arm in a little bit more difficult to finish than the likes of a high elbow guillotine. Pulls guard. Nice defensive work, using the whizzer absolutely beautifully.
Absolutely phenomenal defensive work by Naurdiev.
Take your fingers out. Take your fingers out. Put your fingers in.
Referee Deki Larkin giving Ismail Naurdiev the warning to keep his fingers out of the cage there. But again, the guillotine attempt. Will we see Santalahti pull guard?
I think he'd like to. Those hands are on the hips preventing it. Very smart move from Naurdiev. Naurdiev posted his hands on his opponent's hips, so no guard pull was possible the second time. This is mixed martial arts. This is what happens. This is why at the highest levels, fighters get better and better. They're learning more each time. Little concern about somebody holding on to the fence. Deki Larkins separated him. A little love in the glove touch, and now no more love.
Again, takedown attempt from Santalahti denied by Ismail Naurdiev. Turns the fence into attack, landing in the half guard of Olli Santalahti. Full guard now by Santalahti, but big shots firing down from Ismail Naurdiev.
Santalahti's now working for a high guard.
It looked like he was trying to get the triangle there, has wrist control. Was trying to push that wrist down between his own legs to set up the triangle, but abandons it. I think tries to switch it onto the other side.
There it is! If he can control the reverse triangle!
Trying to switch to the other side.
Never see it!
But he needs to get that arm of Ismail Naurdiev to the other side. This is beautiful mixed martial arts, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, what jiu-jitsu from both of these players.
Olli Santalahti really wearing the story of the fight now on his face. Double over-under position here from Naurdiev.
Decky Larkin wants just a little bit more action. And did he get it?
Huge judo throw from Naurdiev into the half guard, half mount position, depending on your disposition. Olli trying to roll for a heel hook.
Denied.
This fight has absolutely everything, Carrick.
Phil, Naurdiev has taken the measure of his opponent, and he thinks he's better everywhere. He's clearly had more luck standing with strikes. He thinks he's better on the ground. Deck Larkin brings him back up. This is exactly where Ismail wants to be.
Digging in those leg kicks, and again Naurdiev just with it's a different frequency of strike. There's levels to striking, and Ismail Naurdiev seems to be that level above. That calf kick is paying dividends for him.
Once again, Phil, I think most people think Naurdiev should just post hands back out of this position, but he thinks he's better everywhere. Time will tell.
Santalahti does have an incredibly dangerous guard, a very active guard, always trying to look for something, looking for that triangle again with the wrist control.
The legs come up, there is a triangle.
60 seconds to go in the second round here. How much offense can Olli Santalahti offer from his back? Naurdiev doing the right thing. He's all the way in, trying not to let Santalahti shift those hips.
Santalahti does have a wrist trapped. If he can get his legs past that elbow, and that's a monster if. There's multiple submissions available.
Trying to work for the arm bar. Big, deep breaths from Olli Santalahti.
Santalahti landing some very effective strikes from bottom.
Still has
Again, Nation, they don't look like they're that big on television. They are. That point of the elbow to the side of the head is brutal.
Santalahti still has that wrist carry. Maybe just trying to wait for the opportune moment. The guard is open. Might be a little bit too late in the round to try and work a submission, but what a round of action here at Brave Combat Federation 54. This is incredible stuff here. The submissions, the striking, this fight has it all.
Absolutely, Phil. And what I think from Naurdiev's perspective he doesn't want to do is get down on the mat again. I'm not saying he did a bad job there at all, but I do think he took more punishment from there. I thought there was more chance of the fight ending. I think he's going to want to keep this fight standing and try and end it in the third round by strikes to the head, set up by leg kicks. Phil, walk us through this Green Hill replay.
There you see the attempted takedown from Olli Santalahti, but it was beautiful work to get on top from Ismail Naurdiev. You saw the triangle attempt, and look at this for a throw. Just posts the leg, brings his opponent over the hip. And this is one of the most telling aspects of the fight for me, has been those low calf kicks from Ismail Naurdiev. And I think potentially that may be the fight-ending sequence, starting with those leg kicks.
We're in agreement on that one, and I don't think there's any disagreement that we've got two 10-9 rounds for Ismail, the Austrian wonder boy, Naurdiev.
Both these guys look like they're having a lot of fun in there. I think we're going to see an embrace to start off the round. I think both these guys have earned one another's respect. Decky Larkin putting both fighters in the neutral corner, just drying off a little bit of excess water that I think was in the cage. High quality action calls for a high quality official. Nice work, Declan Larkin.
Again, Brave Nation, in this organization, fighter health and safety is first, last, and always. Even a small amount of water that's been left in the cage can cause a trip. That trip can cause a knee injury. We don't want that. What we want is this.
Look at the respect from both these guys, hugging one another. Now they're going to beat the head off each other. I love this sport. Again, beautiful leg kick from Ismail Naurdiev elicits the reaction shot from Olli Santalahti. Carrick, surely that leg cannot take much more action.
It can't, Phil. It's got 3 or 4 more, and then that's it. There's a nerve that runs through that calf, and when you compromise that nerve, the foot, the ankle can no longer bend backwards. You can no longer walk. All you've got left is to fall down to the ground.
Olli constantly trying to get that takedown, but Ismail Naurdiev just seems to be one step ahead with his takedown defense. Chipping away diligently at that.
Fantastic offense, looking for the leg lock. Fantastic defense. Decky Larkin calls it back up, more action.
So if you're Ismail Naurdiev, do you think about timing a knee, timing an uppercut on the shot of Olli Santalahti?
No, you do what you saw right there. You do what you saw right there. You keep kicking that spot.
Another big shot from Ismail Naurdiev. But Olli Santalahti he's a dog in this fight. Constantly throwing I think he's definitely earned the respect of Ismail Naurdiev, undoubtedly the respect of absolutely everybody here.
Phil, you absolutely can open up a medical textbook, look for the picture of the heart, and you're going to find Olli, the amazing Santalahti. Tremendous fight by him.
And now that blood is running into the eyes of Olli Santalahti. That's going to be impeding the vision, and that's not a nice place to be with your vision impaired and Ismail Naurdiev beating down shots on you. Little pot shot elbows from Ismail Naurdiev. I think referee Decky Larkin calling the doctor in to check the cuts of Olli Santalahti.
Once again, Brave Nation, fighter health and safety, first, last, always in the Brave Combat Federation cage. Now, Brave Nation, a cut can be big and not dangerous, and it can be small and dangerous. It depends on where on the face it is. A little bit too involved to go into right now. As I said, we've got 3 doctors on staff. They're looking at the depth of the cut. They're looking at whether it's above or below the eye.
It looks like the cuts
whether there's a nerve right there.
It looks like the cuts are below the eye. They aren't going to impede the vision when he's standing. Referee Decky Larkin happy for action to continue, putting them back in that initial position they were in. But this is where it impedes the vision of Olli Santalahti when he's on his back. Therefore, it's incumbent upon him to try and get back to his feet. Bicep control, perhaps trying to set up the triangle there from Olli Santalahti, but how much does he have left in the gas tank? Does he have enough to pull out a Hail Mary submission in the 3rd and final round?
Phil, heart trumps all in the Brave Combat Federation cage, and he's got the heart to do it. Legs may not be willing, his cardio may be punched out of him, kicked out of him, but his heart is still in there, his will is still in there, and therefore, he's still trying to set those submissions up.
Nice head control there from Ismail Naurdiev. He looks like a completely different fighter from the guy we saw at Brave 50, Carrick.
Brave Nation, what you're looking for when you're in this top half guard position is you want your opponent flat on his back and you want the underhook. You want your far arm under your opponent's arm. If you get that, it's a half mount. If, on the other hand, Santalahti can get on his side and take that left arm and reach under his opponent's arm, now it's a half guard and he can start to do things with it.
Naurdiev pops his head back on the inside. Ayub Gaziev in the corner of Ismail Naurdiev, calling for action. Gaziev, a fantastic fighter in his own right. Naurdiev in that anchor position with 60 seconds to go. Will be happy to solidify this position and land his shots. But credit to Olli Santalahti, he's still trying to work. He's still trying to get purchase on a Kimura here, on Kiwan. May try and use the Kimura grip here for a bump sweep, but it's so difficult at this stage of the fight when both men are slick with sweat, and in the case of Santalahti, blood. You wonder just how tired he may be.
Exactly, Phil. Slick with sweat and completely exhausted. It is so hard to move explosively under these conditions.
Ismail Naurdiev on top in the closing stances of the fight. 10-second clapper. Both these guys leaving it all in the cage over the course of 3 rounds. This has been incredible.
Fantastic round, fantastic fight. Great Combat Federation has the best matchmaking team in the business. Matchmaker Gustavo Firmino, all bouts are overseen by Muhammad the Hawk Cheyenne. This is the product of that. Fantastic fighters, fantastic matchup, fantastic fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not upstanding in your living room, giving these gentlemen a round of applause, what is wrong with you? That was one of the most entertaining, one of the most blood and guts and heartsy fights I have ever seen. That was Ismail Naurdiev. That was Olli Santalahti. That is Brave Combat Federation 54.
Schöne Grüße an eine besondere Person, die bald ein neues Leben schenkt.
Brave Nation, we're going to watch a little replay courtesy of Green Hill. You see Naurdiev on top, holding his opponent's far shoulder down with the head. Here we see the cut. We've got the medical staff looking at that cut, making sure it wasn't in a dangerous place where there could be permanent nerve damage. There wasn't, and the fight went on. You see Santalahti's been striking with his fists, with his elbows, with his feet, with his knees, and with his shoulders right there. And brothers in arms. 15 minutes of fighting their heart out. And the two stand up together, both of them with their arms raised. I love the fact they both had their arms up. I love the fact that they're now in center stage taking a picture together. Because man, nobody lost that fight. The fans won hugely. Only the amazing Santalahti is only built on his fan base. And Ismail, the Austrian wonder boy, Naurdiev, is on a path to champion. It's a little bit oversaid, but nobody lost this one.
All right, Brave Nation, what a special treat for us. That was one of the greatest fights that you will ever see. Give it up for both of these warriors. After 3 incredible rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. Your first judge scores about 30-26. Your next 2 judges score about 30-27 for unanimous decision victory. Out of the red corner, Ismail